going to do a short vlog today, ride round. The train coming this way. Not our train, of course. We're going, it's coming in, is our switch cameras. It's our train. So we're going to nip to Leeds on this. If we can do the 0-minute connection with the Knottingley train via Wakefield, I'm going to get that. If we fail to do it, then we'll just think about going somewhere else. But for the moment, we'll hopefully go to Knottingley. Right, just leaving Knottingley now, heading for Leeds. So if we make the 1-minute connection, or 0, I think it's a 0-minute, it's 29 in, 29 out, isn't it, I think. So with it being platform 13A and 12A, it's only a matter of like 10 or 15 yards straight across. So there's no need to go over the bridges, no need for the one-way system and all that. So that's what I'm looking forward to doing. Okay, so let's see if we can do it. Okay. Right, we're just pulling into Leeds in a moment now. We've got the road right into platform 13. So we should do this. Might only be 0 minutes, but so we should do it. Green there, yellow on the next one, and a 13, and Bob's your uncle. Now the other train from Knottingley, which is going to go back out to Knottingley, is just pulling in as we speak now as well. So let's see what that one is. It's a 158 or a new one, a 195. So we'll find out. Easiest connection on the planet, this. Right. Yeah, it's a 158. So this is again going to be the very easiest connection known to man. 158907. So that's our next train, just there. Time we're on 26, just about. Yeah, 26 now. 3 minutes before it goes out. Easiest connection on the planet. Right, no bridge, no messing about, straight on. .580. No pacey units now, of course. Right. Slight delay there, but nothing serious. At least nothing serious so far. So let's get to Knottingley and we'll see if there's any freights to film. Might just have a walk back to Pontefract, possibly, we'll see. That building there is the new headquarters for the Yorkshire Evening Post and Yorkshire Post, as far as I'm aware. Maybe others as well, but you need a back issue, that's where you go now. And the viaduct there, of course, is the old Central line, the Great Northern line into Central it was. That's the Midland down to Shipley and Skipton, and it'll be at the far lines for Harrogate and York. So we came on where the green light is down there, that's the far line, that's for Huddersfield. It is. And you'll see the line to Bradford, Branshaw very shortly, that's Bradford interchange. Next Great Northern, because we're on the alignment now out of Leeds Central it was. And that turns off to the right just there. So we're now on the Wakefield line itself. This is what was Wortley South Junction just here where the trees are, and there was a connection from the Bradford line. That's the Huddersfield line that we've just crossed now, so we're now on the correct side. That's the A58, Whitehall Road, isn't it, that one? And then on the other side, can't see any remnant of it, but that was where the old viaduct line joined in. And then your next is the A62, Gelded Road, and then the M621. Which is somewhere here, I think now. flats, of course, there. Always feels a bit, you know, doubling back here to use this line from Knottingley. That's Elland Road, A643. There's a station there, I could just walk there and get on and go straight through. Right, not far off Wakefield Westgate. Now somewhere around here there was a triangular formation with a line across to Dewsbury Central and Ossett. Long gone, sadly.
Please remain vigilant. If you see anything suspicious, report it to a member of staff or the British Transport Police. To help keep us all safe, we're asking everyone to take a few additional precautions.
This is Renthorpe sidings. It's not. Well, it's got a decent shine on it because obviously freight still use it, but said the Huddersfield service doesn't come up to Westgate now and go in there. It goes through the Castleford.
Train and when queuing at ticket barriers. Thank you.
That's the prison siding, which is only accessible from platform 2. Okay, and the through road's got a reasonable shine on it, so Summit's been using that fairly recently. So this is the improved Wakefield Westgate from what it was a few years ago. New footbridge and everything. Oh, there's another train coming north here now, look. It's this cross country, Newcastle. Right, let's get going again. That is supposed to be Plymouth Aberdeen. I don't know why it's got Newcastle on the front. But, we shall see later till we get back home. This is where the old footbridge was now. There you see where that's where the old footbridge was. So let's nip down to Kirkgate and then continue on the usual route through Featherstone. It's been closed here for the past few weekends and or Sundays. What have you been doing? Nothing looks obviously new. We're only going slow now because we're taking the curve down to Kirkgate. Straight towards Doncaster and King's Cross and Sheffield, Moorthorpe, whatever. Right, now approaching Kirkgate. This is the line from Barnsley, Sheffield and Murfield, Huddersfield, whatever, Brighouse. So we wiggle right across because we've got to use platform 3. Into the Hepworth Gallery, this is the better station to use because it's only about a 10-minute walk, if that. So Kirkgate station's on the opposite side. Platform 1 far over, 2, then 3 what we're on. Right, just left Kirkgate now, we're heading for Knottingley. There's a triangular formation here. That's the other side there from Turner's Lane left and Calder Bridge where we're going to come up to just now. It's obvious why Calder Bridge Junction is so called because there's a bridge over the River Calder which we are about to cross. That's the junction, there's the river. There's a junction just coming up here now with a connecting link to the Midland main line that was, and it doesn't look very well used at all, than that. Oakenshaw Junction, and that leads to Oakenshaw South Junction. I think I've got that right. It's really slow low just there over that bridge. I don't know why. It's been like that for years. Need to get it sorted. It climbs quite steeply, does that line up there. Not sure what the gradient actually is, but it's because we're climbing here a bit. And look at the height of that one now there. Look at that arch. So you see the line that goes over to Hare Park Junction shortly. That's just after the Midland Main Line goes over the top. Right, that bridge there, that's the former Midland Main Line. It's got 2 tracks on there as far as I'm aware. And this is Crofton West Junction, and that leads to the main line towards Wakefield and towards Doncaster and King's Cross and Sheffield at Hare Park Junction. There was a much bigger layout here many years ago, but a lot of the lines have gone. We're just past the connection for the depot for cross country and Transpennine at Crofton, just back there. Now this is actually just round here now. It was one of the nicest sections on this line. I really like this bit. It's a bit like an S-bend. And you could be, there's no road in sight. You could be anywhere. On that side and fields on this side. Now I really do like this short section here of about 1/4 mile, maybe 1/2 mile. It's a street house, one of 3 stations that were reopened in the early 90s on this former freight line. This is Featherstone. This is the second of these new stations that were opened in the early 90s. Staggered platforms here, so whichever way you go, you cross the railway, the level crossing, and then stop at the station. You don't have to actually sort of hang around at a platform waiting, and then the barriers are stayed down, delaying traffic anymore. So yeah, staggered platforms, you can level crossing, stop in whichever way. Right, this is where the old Tanshelf station was, here, this side of the bridge, because the bridge has been modified when they put this sort of like fly under, whenever it was in the 70s, I think. So this is Tanshelf. This is the only one with a stone platform now, or concrete platform. The rest have got wood. So it's just around the corner next to Monkhill, and we'll jump off. Oh, that's where we're going to go down later, hopefully, towards Castleford. Let's get ready to get off. Today will be nice. Right. Oh dear. Perfect, right where the steps are. Right, well let's cross over, start View Ranger, and might have a little walk onto Knottingley. So I might walk into the bus station because some of that cafe will be open or not, but we'll see. Right, let's watch this train go. They've had a platform extensions here as well at both ends. Right, let's crack on. Right, just walking up to the bus station so we can pay a visit to the little boys' room, and then if the cafe is open I will get some stuff from it, scones or whatever like we used to do. If it isn't, we'll just walk straight over to Knottingley. Okay, so let's do it. Let's crack on. Right, the bus station is just here, so we'll see if the cafe's open. May well do takeout only. think they filmed an episode of A Touch of Frosty, didn't they, as well? The one where the young lad was the witness and his mother had changed things. They were stand on stand G, weren't they? Right, let's see what's what. No, it's closed. Oh, that's a shame. But it is the best place to come for scones. It is. Best place to come for scones is that. Right, let's have a quick pay a visit. The bus station's up there, which we've just walked down from. Now, if you go to Baghill station, you go through the houses or through the flats there and whatever. But we're going to Knottingley now, so we'll go this way. We will. I think the easiest thing is just to walk down the main road, but we'll see. I might not walk down it all the way. Right. Pontefract Castle, or what's left of it. So, if there's anything... Oh yeah, there is. Pontefract Castle, car park, whatever. Can we get... It's locked as that, but it don't matter. I'm not actually going to go in. But yeah, that's it anyway. We're going to go down here. Little girl on a bike there, but she lives there. So if we go down here, it will take us onto the main road. I think it's the A645 straight towards Knottingley. But there's a path we can go on further down. Monkhill station, which we're not in this case, we just go down to the right, just past the Hope and Anchor. We're going to go this way now, when we can. And there's a church here, part of it is derelict. It is. So it's All Saints Pontefract. Hi. Is it used? Well, in normal circumstances, a lot of it's derelict, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's a church inside the church.
A church inside the church, yeah. Right, okay. Nice roses as well. Nicely trimmed lawn. Right, we're coming up to the main road now, and there's not much choice really. We're going to have to walk along here partly. So we'll do that until we get to that path. Right, we're coming up to an interesting feature here. This bridge. Fairly tall. It was a link from Monkhill to Baghill. Monkhill on the left, Baghill to the right. It's been out of use some years, but it'd be very handy if it was put back in. Very handy indeed. But so there's no height limit on it, obviously it's about 30-40 foot high, that. Maybe more. As I say, if you look on a map, well, you'll see the map when I upload it at the end. You'll see that where it is. I don't think you can walk over it. Don't correct me if I'm wrong on that one. So yeah, it's the Baghill-Monkhill link bridge is this. Right, there's a pub on the right here called the Cobbler. The Cobbler Inn. Won't be open at the moment, but during operating times it is a good place. I would give that certainly 4 stars, if not 5 actually. It's quite a good place on the 2 or 3 times I've been there in the past when we worked at M Travel. This one's coming round here. So let's continue. And Cobbler's Lane there, that's where that one or two buses a day go down there. Nothing goes up it, just one or two come down it. M-Travel used to do that a bit more regular. Got level crossing style lights here for the fire station. I doubt very much they'll go, but Southgate Lane now, from near where the fire station is. And it looks like they're building some new houses up here, I'd imagine. So we'll walk down here until we come to, well, nearly Knottingley, I think it is. I'm not sure exactly where it comes out, but it's, there's a bit of a, like an underpass for the motorway. And I think it links onto the road just east of Knottingley, just west of Knottingley rather, just west of Knottingley. I think that's Ferry Bridge in the background there. It is. So yeah, it'd be interesting. There's some new builds going on here now as well, so yeah. And this is looking, you can see the Baghill line there now, the S&K. That's what that's known as, S&K Swinton and Knottingley. Afternoon. Right. We lost a dog. Oh, there's a dog there. Somebody else evidently having a walk with a dog. He's spotted in the middle of the field there. Right, we're coming up to the motorway bridges now. The first one is the M62. The second one is the new A1. So the first bridge will look rather more weathered than the second, because this first one has been in position for over 40 years, probably nearer 50 actually. And the second bridge probably dates from the early to mid 2000s. Yeah, you can definitely see this is older. Still modern, as in concrete and all that, but some feeble bit of attempt to light it as well. So this is a footpath, it looks more like a road actually. You can get a car down here, I think. Not sure if I'll get one right through. Anyway, this is the A1, the newer line A1. So I think this is probably about 10 years, maybe 15 years old now. Still got a lot of graffiti inside it from the local yobbos. And you can see the railway at the far end. If it don't focuses. That is the S&K. The next train on there is about an hour and a half, so it's not a passenger train, it's a freight train. But I'm not hanging out for that, it might not even run. So, let's look back. So that's the A1M and the M62 further back. Right, let's continue. We're going to go underneath this line, the S&K just up here. Right, this is the bridge with the S&K. It is. So Pontefract Baghill is sort of behind us, and over this way to the left is Sherburn and York. Quite often used to go from Pontefract Baghill to Church Fenton, and then Church Fenton to Leeds, Leeds to Knottingley, because the connections used to be very convenient. They did. But that changed last year, I think it was. So it's looking back. It's not a really good location for photography, but anyway. Right, this is the not M, what is it? A1, the old A1. It is. So let's go across this footbridge, which is green tick type footbridge, step free and all that. That's just staff access to the track up there. Right, this is the bridge we're hopefully, well, we'll be going over, we will be doing a bit later. That is the curve from Knottingley West Junction to Ferrybridge Junction. And this is looking south. Obviously nothing like as busy as it used to be because this isn't the A1 anymore now. Not sure what road number it is, but not the A1. Oh, this is a cosy little footpath, isn't it? Hope we can get through. It's not very long. It's at Pontefract Road this way. Oh, yeah. You can hear water. Yeah, waterfall. Bloody hell. This is a bit involved. Right, here's the train station. So the line wiggling off to the right is the Ascon line to Doncaster that Grand Central use, and LNER occasionally. Last one back from King's Cross to Leeds. I think it's 1D36, that tends to go that way for route retention, knowledge and all that. Right, here we are, Knottingley. So as far as the railway goes, passenger wise, it's a terminus. You can only go west from here and the train is already in. So let's hope it's on this side. Save messing about if it's... I bet it's not, I bet it's on the... Or is it? It might be on this side actually. I won't say what they know, Knottingley has railway staff. But, oh yeah, still all gas cylinders and all that still here. Where's the Alsatians, I wonder? Side. Very easy. Right. Leeds via Castleford, so it's, hey, it can't be 1616. We've got the road already. Right, we've done Knottingley many times before today, so let's get on this train and we'll head off.
That is Pontefract Monkhill.
Right, under this before from this side, crossing over. Much easier because originally the other side's only 4 trains from Goole. In from Leeds and Wakefield, cross over and straight onto the other side now, but yeah. So you see the curve go out shortly now to Ferrybridge Junction. West Junction, and that's the curve to Ferrybridge. Got quite a shine in it because it's quite well used by freight. So that's the motorway. We're on the other side when we crossed it. You'll see the S&K go underneath shortly. Which is that. And there's a connecting line just where these trees are here, in a little bit of a cutting, which was only put in the mid-60s, so the trains didn't have to reverse at Knottingley to get to Ferrybridge Power Station coming from this direction. So it's a single track, and I've done it on a couple of rail tours. used at the moment, doesn't this? It's tarnished. Yeah, there's not a great shine on that. Right, back at Pontefract Monkhill. So we're going to go over to the right now, here, and down to Glasshout to Castleford. Right, here we are, bearing off to the right this time. Trees. There's a level crossing coming up here now. Looks like the avoiding lines there haven't been used for years. Absolutely, years. There's a level crossing. Out now. There's a new road built fairly recently, D-Lacey Way, which sort of runs parallel down to the junction down there. So I'll go underneath the M62 again. This is where it could be realigned, could this railway, if it misses out Castleford, what was Castleford Central. Instead of swinging around to the right at Cutside, just go straight ahead and over the top, then down to Meth, then straight to Leeds, because that was the original route from years ago. If that could be rebuilt, it'd be a damn sight quicker. Right, so this is Glasshouten for Escape and Freeport. 158 there, that's an opposite service obviously. So it was quite a relatively new station, not the newest, but fairly new. This is the point now where it's swinging out to Castleford Central. So over where the trees are over there is where it used to continue straight ahead, and part of it now is a walkway and cycle track. Approaching Castleford now, and as most of you will know, the train will reverse here, but not with me on it, it will, because we're going to get off here. This is Castleford West Junction. There's a crossover, of course. If that facing crossovers just the other side of the junction, they built a big platform 2 back into use. That is the old signal box, of course, which hasn't been used for some time. This is the disused platform here, platform 2, which hasn't been used in quite a long time. So, let's get off. Right, we just got off this train here. Wasn't that long since we were last here, actually, when we did the walk to Sherburn Helmet. So, click the link there to have a look at that video if you like. Okay. So, this will go out at some point. I think another one will come in and go out, and then we'll get the Huddersfield train from here. Right, this train is heading off. Green light with an N, that's N for Normanton. It's going to Leeds, but it still gets the N because that's the only route we can get from here. If not, it's a C for Cutside. So you may see that a little bit later because the Huddersfield one just disappears out the station, comes back in. So it's CRN for Cutside or Normanton. Okay. Right, we'll have a little wander around and come back in time for the Huddersfield train because we've got about 20-25 minutes or so here now. Right, as you can see, obviously there's some improvement works to this station, so it's going to look something like that when it's finished. Hopefully. Might well be a booking office in there, I would think. Oh, there's a viewing. Oh, it's actually considered. So it's the departure screen. It is such a crying shame they're not rebuilding that platform over there. It would be much better if they did do and put crossovers in like I suggested earlier. Right, this is the service from Huddersfield, but we won't be able to get on it just yet. It'll disappear out the station just round the corner towards Pontefract and come back. 150274. Right, our train is waiting just there. And I don't know what's going on here, but looks like something else might be being built. So we'll see what that is when it gets finished. Okay. Right, this is the Sheffield train now. So we've actually got two trains in Castleford at once here. Which I've not seen ever before. And there's some thing about not having the Huddersfield one going around there now because somebody's complained. I mean, one single complaint and they act on it. I mean, it's amazing. Right, Sheffield train's leaving. Will do very shortly. He's only got the road to just, well, only a yellow, but because that means that he's got the level crossings down now. That means the green. So if it's just a yellow, the level crossing isn't cleared, but it is now. Right, let's get on our train if we can now. Right, on the move again. From here now, from Castleford to Huddersfield. And we're doing this to avoid it going into Leeds, of course, because of you know what. Right, that's the line we came in on from Pontefract, Monkhill and Knottingley. So following the Sheffield train now for a bit. Level crossing shortly. Yeah, Castleford gates. That's Normanton. It's a much bigger station before. Now it's pretty crap now. Tiny little island platform. Right, this is, I think that's roughly where Goose Hill Junction signal box used to be. And that is the track bed of the old Midland Main Line that's now disused. It has been for about 30 odd years. Because it used to go from Goose Hill Junction to Oakenshaw North through the village of Warmfield, or very close to it. Part of the track bed up there now is flooded. Crossing the River Calder again. We're shortly arriving at Wakefield Kirkgate, as the announcement just said. That's a new road there actually, relatively new. We've done about a year, maybe a bit more. And that was a signal for Turner's Lane Junction now, so obviously got a main aspect. The number 1 position feather is for a loop, and the number 2 will take you around the curve to Calder Bridge, which is that line there. And that's the loop. A little shinier than it has been of recent. Right, here's our earlier route to Street House, Featherstone. This is Wakefield Kirkgate. Let's hope we go up the fast line now. Yeah, we're going up the fast line, left hand feather. The number 1 is for the fast line, main for the slow, and number 4, position 4, the right hand indication is for Westgate. Right, just coming into Mirfield. Might have to wait time here, you never know. Might be, we had a pretty good run from Wakefield Kirkgate. yeah, this is Monkhill, platform 3. Oh, only a minute, 24 past from here. Right, approaching Huddersfield and we're into platform 5. It's not very commonly used, but no other choice at the minute because the Bradford one's in 4 and the Leeds one that we want's in 6. Right, our train is there on platform 6, so let's hope we can go for it. Thought that would be very unlikely. So now, right, nip round to platform 6, because that's our next train there, that TPE one. Right, this is the last train for today now, from Huddersfield back to Knottingley. So I won't bother filming much now of the way, because we've done this more than once before, so we'll just get this to Knottingley and then call it a day. Right, we're just leaving Morley now, so next stop, we're off. Might as well film this last little bit now. See if anyone's walking around on the paths.
This is the service to Leeds. The next stop will be Knottingley.
That's what I like to hear, the next stop is Knottingley. Side that goes up to Tesco. So we're doing a sort of round trip, haven't we, ultimately? See you now. Right, we're back. We're back. Yeah, what's this? Yeah, the crazy Wigan service that doesn't stop here. Right, let's just see that one disappear now to Leeds and call it a day. Nobody else has got off or on. Right, so that was quite a nice little video there, wasn't it? Just Knottingley and back, bit of a walk from Pontefract to Knottingley, so yeah. Until the next video, see you around, so cue music, bye for now.